Hey guys, Glenn here. Okay, today I'm going to be installing a Amazon Basics single pole smart switch. I was using these right here. They're made by a company called Miros Smart Three-Way Switch. I think I started installing these, it was either 2018 or 2019. I think it was 2019 I started. It might have been 2018 I started installing these. At the time, I think they were a brand new company and they were working great up till probably about April and May of this year. I've been having a problem with them going offline, just showing a line going through a cloud. And when I contacted the company, they were very responsive. They responded very quick. They tried to tell me that I had too many Wi-Fi things connected to my house, and that's why it's going down. I've installed two of these Amazon Basics, a single pole and a three-way. And those are working with no problem. They're real easy to set up. With this one here, it's just a pain to set these up. And I will, maybe when I get into it, I will show you the setup process for these Miros compared to this. And let me get the Amazon Basics opened up for you. Let's get this installed started. Now it doesn't take me long. I've been kind of messing around with electricity since I was a kid. Maybe I should have went to be an electrician. I don't know. Never did though. I do computers for a living now, and I also do country music. So, all right, let's get this out and just a quick run of what you get. This is the Amazon Basics. So you get the switch, new wire nuts, and screws. And they do give you a white plastic wall plate, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my stainless steel wall plate, so this can stay in the box. They give you some labels to mark your wires with, and they give you a booklet, two of them, to kind of help you through setting it up and whatnot. And I already know how to do that, so I'm going to do that. And then after I get done with this one, I'm not going to do a video on it, but I already did a three-way switch, and I got another one to install here in the kitchen. So I am going to go ahead and get that one set up, but I won't do a video of that because that one's a little more involved, and we'll get that one done. So, all right, let me just go ahead and get this. Put back all that stuff in the box. I don't need it. All right, so there's my three Amazon Basics. And let me just show you before I take that wall switch off the wall. This is the same thing that's already there, and I'm going to kind of show you one thing that's completely different, and I like Amazon better. I didn't see that. That's probably not what I think it is. All right. So, all right. Here is the Miros switch, right? Pretty basic. Same as that, pretty much. You got all your wires. You got your green, your white, your black, and your brown, right? Pretty much the same over here, but this one's got, instead of brown, it's got red. So you've got green, white, black, and red instead of brown. Now the one big difference, if you look at these, is right here. See this barcode right here? This one doesn't have it, and this is what they should have. This is for setting up the switch. When I get done installing this, and it's, all the power is going to and it's working correctly, all I do is I go to the Alexa app, and I go into devices, and I'm going to add a new device, and I'm going to add a single pole switch, and I'm going to scan this, and within 2 seconds, it's going to set this thing up, and it's all done. They give you one here, here, and I believe there is actually one on the box. Let me see. Yeah, right here. There's also I believe that's set up on the back of the box too. So you got multiple ways to set it up, but yeah, let's get into this thing, and it shouldn't take me long. Let me just put this Miros back in here so I don't install the same switch that's already in there. All right, so I'm done with these. I'm not buying Miros anymore. I'm not buying any of this stuff. It just having too many issues of it going offline, and it shouldn't be either. All right, so let's just throw this outside the box. kind of keeps that stuff, and I don't need these because I'm not going to use the new nuts because the ones that are in there aren't that old. I'll use the ones that are here. All right, so let's get this out of the way. The one thing I'm going to need is a flathead screwdriver, and that's basically it. All right, so let me go ahead and get this. Let me turn this a little bit for you so you can see a little bit better. All right, so let me go ahead and get this wall plate off the wall and make sure I've got it in the right direction. This is my favorite screwdriver right here. It's a Craftsman ratcheting screwdriver, and you know it's too bad that Sears went out of business, because now when you want Craftsman tools, you got to go. There's only two places to carry it: Ace Hardware and Lowe's, and neither of them are offering the lifetime warranty that Sears had with Craftsman. So if you didn't know, Sears didn't own Craftsman. Craftsman's its own company, and so you can't, let me get this in here too. Get that in. God. Sears never owned Craftsman, so Craftsman was always its own company, and so Sears had a deal with Craftsman. So if you have any Craftsman tools like I do, that had a lifetime warranty, no matter what tool, if it said Craftsman on it, and it was a tool itself, then it was guaranteed for life. But now that Sears has closed its doors, they're still online, and I don't know. What I don't know here, I can't get this in here. This is really giving me a hard time. Oh, you know why? That's why. Because it was at an angle. Sears still has a website, and you can buy stuff from Sears.com, which is fine. And I don't know, would it be worth it if they're still honoring the lifetime warranty on Craftsman tools? Can you send a tool back to Sears and they send you a replacement? And then my question is Sears going to pay for the shipping? Because it's supposed to be a lifetime warranty, so if Sears is going to not, pay for the shipping for it to go back, then it's not worth it, because you might as well just go out and buy a new tool, because probably what you pay for the shipping is what you pay for, the new tool. So, yeah. All right. I do need give me 1 second. Thank you. Let me get out I do need a Phillips, because those switches do have, it's a combination Phillips flathead, and let me just go ahead and change out my flathead for a Phillips, just so that I can get the switch out of the wall. Now, I do strongly recommend that you, maybe it's just a flathead on that one. I do strongly recommend you turn off the power. I'm not gonna, because I've gotten pretty good for so long working without shutting the power off. I'm not worried about it. I did my 3-way going up to the bedroom, as well as the 3-way, the 2-way to my front door light. So, I'm not bothering shutting the power off, but I do strongly recommend do not try this without shutting the power off. By code, an electrical inspector ever saw you doing this, you definitely have a problem. All right, so let's get my switch out of here if I can. Yep. What I hate about this is, some of these old wires are like really, really stiff. So you have to get them pulled out in order to get them so that you can. All right, let's get all this out of here. I need just the ones going to this one. So I've got an outlet right next to it, and I don't want to have to mess with anything happening to that. So, all right, let's get all these wires out. There's the red. Okay. Now, do I have all the ones that I need, or do I have to? Let's see. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just trying to get this out of here. No, yeah. A black wire right here. Okay. Okay, is this the black wire? God, I'm not sure here. I got what I need. Just to make sure I get all these out. Okay. That looks like it's brown. I'm trying to see what this goes into. Okay, that's the black. That's the red, brown, and white. Okay, I got them all. Okay, good. All right, so let me go ahead and I will take the white wire off. And I would recommend, if you don't know what you're doing, I would recommend, taking these off and connect out. And I'll show you. Let me just do this way. I don't have to, but because you've got a white wire, which is the neutral. You've got a black wire, which is your that's your lead. That's your hot lead coming from the basement, the breaker in the basement, and okay. All right. So they got the red going into that. All right. Let me just go ahead and I'll show you. Now you don't have to have anything extravagant for a tester. This is my tester. I'm going to go ahead and show you. I got power right here. Oops, hold on. Get this turned back on again. Okay, let's see if this is right. See, I got power right there, right? And power right here. Nothing on the white because you shouldn't. Black has got where the power is. And then red is the switch side going to the light fixture. So that's dead. All right, so I do have power here. As you can see, you can hear that. All right, so I'm going to leave that. And we'll turn that back off. So this is my Klein Tools electrical tester. And I didn't pay much for it. I don't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't much. And that's all you need, just to make sure that you are getting, you have power coming out of where you're supposed to have power coming from. All right. So now let's get this. I'm going to do this way. Okay. Now see, normally they got a white wire right here, which either should be a black or a red, but it's not a three-way application. So all right. Let me go ahead and get this over here, and this is how I'm going to do this. All right. Let's get this out of the way. Let me get my wires up where I can get to them. All right, and then all you have to do is just take these wires and let's get them even so I can put them together. All right. Okay, let's get that so that I can get these. Okay. Now I'm going to connect these three together. All right, let's pull these down out of the way. Sorry about this, guys. Let me just get this a little cramped in here. It's not bad. So all you need to do is get these three together, get them inside the wire nut. Whoops. Okay. And then what you just want to make sure is after you tighten it, Make sure that the wires aren't going to pull out. All right, so my white wire is connected. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my red lead right here from the white wire. I'm going to pull that off, and we'll get that out of the way. All right, now I take the red wire coming from the new switch, and we'll get this tapped into the white. And all they have to do is just do the black lead after this, connect up the ground, and we'll be good. Ah, didn't even have that in there. Well, I didn't. I hear him cranking it down and nothing's happening. God, again. Sorry, guys. All right. All right, there. Make sure they're both in there tight, and they are. Okay, now I'm going to take off. Let's do the ground first, and then we'll do the black lead after that. So we'll take the ground lead off of that wire. Okay. Now, take the ground from the new switch. Let's get this up in here. We'll just get these wires out of the way from the old switch. All right, let's get the ground up into place. There we go. Now you have to make sure you have to ground these because the light needs to be grounded. Okay, now that's all set. Now one more, just a black on black, and then I'll have to get these all put back in after I get done. So let's just go ahead and then pull this, get this off of here. Okay, so now the old switch is removed, as you can see that. And I'll just set that out of the way. Now we'll just test this to make sure that it's still hot. Yeah, we got a hot lead, okay. So, all right. Now what I'm going to do is take this and get it where I need it, so I don't end up touching anything except for the new switch to the black lead. Nope, did not go in. All right, come on, let's get this connected properly. Ah, there we go. I could feel that right away. All right, yep. So now we should have, and we do have a flashing green light right there. So now let me just go ahead and get this back up into place. What you really should do is, I'm going to do that. All right. Let me just pull electrical tape off. Because what you really want to do is you want to wrap those connections with electrical tape. Because, now don't know why. Maybe somebody else can explain it, but same thing with TV coax, right? Have you guys ever noticed that, you may not know much about doing like TV and stuff. When you connect the coax that screws on to the back of your cable box or your DirecTV box, Dish Network, right? They all have a coax connection, you probably just tighten it down by hand because that's what they do with it, right? Except for when they come in, if they come in and do it, they'll use a 7/16 wrench like I do, and I tighten it up with a wrench. I snug it up so that way you won't have a problem of it coming loose, because over time, now that box never gets moved if it sits in that one place for like say 5 years, 10 years, whatever, right? And you never ever moved it or anything. How the hell does that box, come? How did that coax connection, not being moved, come loose over time? Don't ask me. I don't know. It just does. So whenever I do stuff like that, I always take a 7/16 wrench and I tighten it down. All right. So, and this is why I'm wrapping this, because if you don't, over time, those electrical connections can come loose and come apart. And definitely don't want that. All right. Let me just wrap up those other two connections and I should be all set. All right. Let's get this one. The white wire is wrapped up right here. And this electrical tape, in a sense, just keeps that from being able to come loose, turn, and come off. Now, don't ask me how. This stuff sits on the wall and never moves. So, all right, one more, and then I'm going to stuff those wires back in the box. We'll put the outlet in, the switch back in, and we'll screw it into the box, and we'll be all set. All right, let me get my ground connection wrapped up right here. All right. Once I do this, I'm good to go. Now, in the past, like I told you, I've been doing electrical for a long time, since I was a kid, actually. And I've only been zapped, well, as a kid I got zapped one time, and it wasn't bad. You just get a jolt from it. 110 is not really enough to kill you. You need more than that. If it was a 240 volt outlet, different story. You definitely don't want to play around with, 240 volt. All right, let me get these. The other problem is these smart switches are a lot wider than what the regular switches, because they got all the electronics inside. So it's hard, because if you're in an old house, right, that's, really, really old, been around, built back in the 60s, 70s, and things like that, yeah, you definitely, the boxes aren't very big. So in order to get this back there, this box is very wide. It's a 2-gang box, but you've got an outlet on one side with wires and a switch on the other. And you need to get this back there so that, let's see how deep this switch is. It's pretty deep. There's not a lot of room. If you're in a house that was built, later than that, like say maybe the mid to late 2000s or newer, yeah, they're all going to have what you need. They'll have bigger, wider boxes inside. Yeah, I just have to get these wires pushed back out of the way so that I can get that box in there, the switch. Okay, let's see if I can shove those back. All right, let's see if that's enough. I hope so. We'll see. And I did notice one thing, that Amazon Basics switches have got better wires than the Miros ones. Oh, my light's on. That's good. All right. let's see if I can get these back there. All right. Let's open up these new screws and get these out. All right, now give me my Phillips, and I'm all done. All I have to do is set this up, and I will walk you through the setup process to show you how easy this can be. All right, let's turn my ratcheting screwdriver opposite direction. I'm just going to need a little bit of light. Hold on. Let me grab a light. All right. I just need a little bit of light because I can't see the holes that are there. Okay. Let's see if I can lay that right there. And give me some light here. And I got tile right next to this, so yeah, I want to make sure that I've got that. Okay. Let me go ahead and put the other screw in and see if I can line it up with that threads. Okay, let's see if I can get that to line up. Nope, not yet. See, this is going to be a little harder because I can't see behind it, so. Okay, let's see if we can move that over. Give us a little bit more room. All right. Oh, I think I got lucky. I did. Wow, look at that. All right. Let's get that over as far as it'll go. All right. I would love to put bigger gang boxes in here, but like in the kitchen here, where I've got this nice glass tile on the wall, I would have to have this side of the wall redone, and I'm not willing to do that, so I'm gonna stick with these smaller gang boxes. All right, and now, so let me do the setup process, and okay, let me grab my tablet. Okay, now let me go to my Alexa app. All right, so let me get into Alexa because I have Alexa around the house. I've been using Alexa now for quite a while. Okay, here we go. All right, so now I go into my Alexa app, and I go down to devices, and we get this. Then we click up here on the plus sign where it says plus, and I'm going to add a new device. All right, so we go down here, add a group, add a device, add group, or combined speaker. So I'm going to add a device, and then I am going to, okay, hold on, all right. So I'm going to go down here. So you got a whole list of stuff here. I'm going to go down here to switch, and then I'm going to go to Amazon Basics right at the very top of the list, which is nice and convenient. And they ask, dimmer a single pole or three-way, or is it a single pole or three-way? Well, it's not a dimmer, so it's a regular switch. So I'm going to do that, and I chose single pole. All right, and then let's just go in here and allow. Okay, see now it says, locate the QR code from your Amazon Basics switch. All right, so we did that, and that's right here at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and scan. I'm going to let this open up. And there we go. Okay, okay, let's see here. We'll find a match. All right, let's do it again. Let's see. Trying to hold this steady so I can get this instead of moving around so much. Okay, let's see on the box. Oh, I don't have, well, I do, but I've got the light on timer. Actually, I didn't take the light off. All right, let's take this light off for a minute and let's just see if this barcode on the box will get me into setup mode. There we go. Couldn't find, that's interesting, maybe. Because the light's on. I don't believe so, but I didn't have any problems the first time I set these up. It did it right off the bat. And it took 2 seconds and it was done. There we go, looking for Amazon Basic switch. I had the light on, that might have been the reason why. So now it's finding the switch. And as you can see, Amazon Basic switch connected, done. That's all there is to it. And now the only other thing I got to do is with the mirror switches, and I'll show you how that works. I got one that I'm trying to set up, but it's giving me a hard time, so because it went down. All right, so what I got to do now is I got to go look for this this light switch here. So I'm going to go to switches, and I am looking for a switch that they don't allow you to change the name of it. Oh, it says over the sink light. Let's see if this is, nope. So it's not working, that's not the one. Okay, let's see. I have to find the actual switch. All right. I know they name it weird. All right, let's see. Try switches again. Nope. I gotta see where they put it. Okay, it says 12 devices. Okay, that's over the sink, soundbar, TV. I'm gonna look for a very weird named. It's gonna say like smart switch something, I think. I don't remember when I did the other two. It gives it a weird name. Back door, backyard. Let's see. They should allow you to change the name of it while you're setting it up. Yeah, I don't see it. It's weird. And it's a switch, which is the weirdest thing because it should show up. Okay, that's shed light. That's over the sink. No, I got two of them here. Let me just see. That's no overhead. No, it's not here. So this is not. It says it's a new device, but it's not. Yeah, it's not the. Okay, so we're gonna available because that's what I named the old one, over the sink light, and I just need to see what's here. All right. That's very strange. Let me go back to devices for a minute. I gotta find this one. All right, so I found what I was looking for, and after you get it set up, you're in your Alexa app, you go up here to top to it says devices, and you go to switches, and then you come down here and you look. They name it weird. I don't know why they do this, but right here, 14th switch. So I'm going to go into this, and now I'm going to go up to settings, and all right, so you want to find where the name is, and you want to edit the name right here. So up top, 14th switch, click on edit name. Now I'm going to name this over the sync light. Okay. Oops. Oh, let me just. Okay. Let me just go ahead and back up for a second. All right. Over the. Oops. God. All right. Over the sync light. And that's all you do. And then you can just enter. Now it changes to over the sync light. Okay, so now, Alexa, turn on the over the sync light.
Over the sync light isn't responding. Please check its network connection and power supply.
Yeah, okay. Alexa, turn on the over the sync light.
Over the sync light isn't responding.
You know why?
Its network connection and power
Okay,
supply.
hold on, guys. I've got to remove the old one out of here. I have two over the sync lights. So I've got to remove this from the. Okay, let's remove this from the. Connected via Miros, and I got to delete it because you can't name two things the same. All right, so I removed that from the settings. All right, so it's gone from Alexa now. Alexa, turn on the over the sync light.
Okay.
There you go. Alexa, turn off the over the sync light.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off the over the sync light.
Okay.
Now she did it, but all right, staying on right now. All right, so let me just one more thing before I go. You saw how I scanned that, and I did find it. All right, so let's close out Alexa. And now I've got one switch that I've been trying to reinstall, which is down in my basement. Let me go to the Miros app, and I'll show you how much of a pain the Miros is to set this stuff up. All right. So we're going to go here to the Miros app, and this is a little bit more of a pain. All right, so I click the plus sign right here, right? And then I'm looking for a smart switch, which is right here. Got to choose the model number, which is a MSS 510. So I choose that. You can either do start to get started, or I'm going to skip preparation because the light's already installed. Yeah, so I can skip through all this because this is all been done. They want you to make sure it's connected properly. Choose your version. Well, mine has the little dot right there and not that big round circle. So I click that. I click next. Then I click next. And I have to go next. Then I have to turn on the power, which I already have. The power's already on. And I click next. All right. This may take a few seconds. We'll see if it shows up. But it's still in setup mode as far as I know. Yep. And it is the SWEED4 is the one I'm trying to set up. Now it's asking me to connect, so I got to connect to the switch itself because it has to be able to do the setup. It says it's connected. And let's see if it's actually going to let me set it up. See how much of a pain this is? Successfully connected to Miros Wi-Fi. Okay, so we're going to see, you need to rename it. So I'm going to put down in my laundry room. So I'm going to name this laundry room light. Laundry, oh, God, okay. Laundry room. Okay, laundry room light. Okay, so far it's gotten this far. And I do like that you can do this. I wish Amazon would give you a chance to rename it while you're setting it up. I click next. I can choose a picture. I can just use this one. I'm going to use the default. I can change it later if I want. Now I'm going to connect back to my house network, which is here. And then I get my passwords already there. Now let's see if this is going to go. I'll crap my pants if this thing actually goes. I've been trying, this is like the 4th or 5th time that I've tried to connect this thing, and it's just not connecting. So they definitely got an issue. So, you know, by now it should have already done something, and it's going to take too long. It's going to tell me to either exit the setup or try again. So we'll just get this, let it come around so you can see for yourself. See how much of a pain? In the beginning it wasn't too bad. like it would fail it the first time, then the second time I'd set it up like that. No problem, second time around. Now they got all this problem trying to get it connected, and it just will not connect. That should have already been done by now. But see how much quicker Amazon was? I scanned that barcode, and it set it up within seconds. So, yeah, this is definitely a problem. So I would recommend not buying anything from Miros. This stuff is turned into total garbage. They need to fix it. Like I said, they're a fairly new company. When I first bought one of their switches, I think they were new at the time. I hadn't seen this stuff before, so it was brand new at the time. And now that, time has gone by, they just got major issues that they're not admitting to or resolving. So it's like, see, this should have way been done already. And I will just let this go so I can show you what happens when it gets finished. And then I'll end the video after this, because you guys already saw me. You don't need to see me put the wall plate back on, so. But just remember, when you're setting up these switches, if you're installing a new switch, or you're reinstalling the switch, you got to make sure, yeah, see, start over or exit setup. I'm just going to exit the setup and I'm done. I'm not going to try that anymore. That's why I'm switching from the Miros to Amazon Basics. A lot better. So yeah, so that's it. As you can see, it didn't take me long to do that switch. So, all right, guys, I will catch you in the next video. Hey, you haven't liked this, make sure you like it. Got any comments? Comment down below. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube. So on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video. If you have any comments, make a comment. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See you, everybody.